What's up, everybody? Henry here. So excited to make some freaking calls with y'all. My favorite thing in the entire world. And guys, you don't know what opportunities are going to come up. You know what's so funny? I'll tell you a quick story as I'm looking up things. I had this lead that I've been calling forever about selling his small office building, okay? A really small office building. He owns an insurance office, and I've been calling him about selling it, and he wants to sell his book of business. He was considering selling the building, but if he doesn't get the right price, you understand. Trying to get out of the insurance world, has been in for 30, 40 years. I just got in touch with an old friend of mine who runs a title company. She's like, yeah, I have a friend of mine who wants to buy insurance businesses. I'm like, wait, this could be awesome. And now I might be brokering a $8 million insurance book deal. You just don't know. So this is why I keep in touch with everybody, even if they want a ridiculous price, because you just don't know how you can possibly make some money on a client. That actually literally just happened this morning. And by the way, if you guys have been following up with leads, make sure you say, I hope you had a fantastic Father's Day weekend. It's just like the easiest thing in the world. People are like, I'm so busy. I'm like, listen, I just wanted to wish you a happy Father's Day weekend. I'm like, oh, and they're like, oh my God, you're so nice. Thank you so much. And then they start talking to me after they were about to hang up. Works every time.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Fred, it's Henry with EXP Realty. How you doing?
How's it going?
Doing awesome. Just wanted to follow up with you. I know we were chatting a couple of months ago in regards to your thoughts of buying your parents' house and then selling the other house in the late summer.
Yeah, we're still thinking about it because I actually got engaged, so.
You just got engaged. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks. So we're just actually waiting till we get actually married, and then we're going to sell.
Nice. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know this market's insane. When's the wedding, my friend? May of next year. That's awesome. You getting married locally, or are you doing a destination?
Locally, just in Mattawan.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, that's exciting for you. Okay, cool. Well, look, we'll keep in touch. Just between you and I, like, listen, me just talking to you like my brother. I mean, we're about to go into a recession. I don't know what you've been hearing, on the news or.
Yeah, my family owns a business, so we kind of already figured that we're in a recession.
Yeah, I get it. So, exactly. So that being said, I mean, I don't know if waiting till you're married to sell the property would be the best financial decision, but it definitely, I could respect it considering, the personal circumstances. But I mean, would you be open to at least having a conversation about maybe a different decision?
I'm down to do that, but I can't do it now. I'm actually at work, but.
Of course, that's fine. Yeah. Why don't we set up a call? When are you available tomorrow?
Tomorrow is usually after 7 or 8.
7, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll put it in the calendar for probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I can call you at this number.
Yeah.
All right, Fred. I'm gonna shoot you a text right now, and we'll plug it in for around 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you, my friend. I'll talk to you soon.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen, guys, you're not going to take a no to a yes, okay? This is a big takeaway for this call. You're never going to take a no to a yes, but you could absolutely take a no to a maybe. And then you could have a second call where you can take a maybe to a yes. Does that make sense? You're not going to go immediately from no to yes, but you can at least take it to a maybe. And that's all I want to do. I'm not going to completely change his mind on a 4-second phone call, but I could schedule a call, go through some data, and this way I can have him make an educated decision for the future. Hey Fred, this is Henry with EXP Realty ! Great speaking with you again today, and looking forward to speaking with you tomorrow evening at 7:30. I'm going to give Vic a call here. So Mark, you're going to appreciate this one. You ready for this? This is just for you, my friend.
I'm ready. I want to hear it.
35 mil for this property. Out of your goddamn mind. But ready? I'm going to teach you how to do it. Let's see if he actually plays with me.
Hello.
Hey Vic, it's Henry with Ace Acquisitions. How are you today?
Good, Henry. Listen, I'm just finishing a meeting. Can you call me back in a half an hour?
30 minutes. You got it. No problem. Thanks, Vic.
Hey, listen,
yeah.
You know what? I got a Zoom call at 11.
I'll make it short and sweet for you.
Well, what are you interested in?
Well, I know you were speaking with Mark, my sales representative, about the property in Manasquan. We got all the numbers, got all the details. So I just wanted to confirm. You said you were looking for $35 million?
Yeah.
Okay. And just to clarify, was this the only property that you have that you might consider selling?
No, I have others, but that's the only one that I'd sell now.
That you'd sell now. Okay.
But here's the deal. I've gotten offers for 33 and turned them down. I told them the price is $35 million. Don't come back to me with 34 and a half. It's $35 million.
Listen, I'm not here to waste your time. That's for sure. Are you basing that off a price per square foot or an income?
That's the price we want.
That's the price we want. I understand.
There's the cap rate is like very, 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 very low. But that's the price.
Understood. And obviously, you just keep it if you want to. I mean, is there any other properties you might consider an offer on? I mean, I'm going through a 1031 exchange on like 3 properties, and I need to move some money around.
No, that's it.
This is the only one. Okay. Well, look. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get that as drawing board and see if I can get anywhere near your 35 mil. Last thing I'm gonna ask: the leases that you have on the building, are they on annual increases of what, 2%, 3%, 4%?
Well, I think we sent over the information.
I have that
myself because there's 7 tenants. So I don't in my mind remember which is which or when there's an increase or whatever.
Yeah, I got all the details you sent over to Mark. I didn't see any details around increases, so I was just curious to know for future income purposes.
Well, we can get you that information if you want it.
All right. Well, look, I'm gonna put pen to paper. When's typically the best time to give you a call back so we can actually chat for a few minutes?
Usually any day, but just today I have a few meetings. Call me tomorrow.
Call you tomorrow. No problem, Vic. You got it. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Bye. All right, Mark. This is your lead. What do you feel like you learned from that conversation?
I don't think he's really selling, to be honest. He's not motivated to sell.
Okay, cool. I was hoping you were going to say that. Yeah. So, okay, that's number one. What else did you learn from it?
The value's not there.
100%.
The numbers don't line up.
Exactly. Listen, doesn't mean that you just trash the lead. This guy's a long-term follow-up. I confirmed with him that he has other properties. That's why you ask certain questions, because, like, you know, a lot of people will look at this lead and say, well, I'm not going to make money on him right now, so I'm not going to ever talk to this guy again. What I would prefer you do, and like you have been doing, is building a relationship with the guy so that in the future he wants to do business with you, not anybody else. But everything you did, I want to reiterate, perfect. You did everything perfect. Good job, brother. Good job. Just keep that in mind. You know, you can't control the motivation. I'm going to call your boy Chuck too, Mark. All right? Let's see what we can do here.
Chuck Ranges, right? Yeah. Okay.
Chuck Ranges. That is a badass name. No one wants to fuck with Chuck Ranges.
Hell no.
You know why it's important to send them a text? Because what happens is that if you ever send them a text again after you speak to them, it's recognizable. And half the time they'll even save your phone number. I always like doing text because at least this way you can say, like, you know, we were texting. By the way, guys, if you want to find people's phone numbers, if you're just calling around and you know it's a wrong number or you thought you had it, look them up with TruePeopleSearch.com. TruePeopleSearch.com. I feel like it's always given me pretty much the right number every single time. Or at least 70% of the time.
Hello?
Yeah, hey James, it's Henry again with Ace Acquisitions. How you doing?
Yeah, it's Henry. So yeah, I'm fine. I spoke to my partner about it briefly. You know, I mean, I guess the thing about it is we do different things everywhere, and that's building that we have, and it's a business and everything. But I mean, we're kind of growing the business right now. We have our eye on a couple of smaller art services companies that also do storage and that don't own their buildings, and they're kind of like under stress.
Yep.
So that's generally what we do. So, I mean, you're a real estate operator with a private equity fund, if I remember correctly, right? So,
yes.
So, I mean, I don't know if you know the storage business and how sticky it is. That's kind of the highest and best used out there, in our opinion. Do you know the building? Have you been driven by it, or are you just looking around on a map?
No, I drove by it. One of my partners is a huge self-storage.
Okay, so you guys are all into, you understand all that stuff. So,
correct.
I mean, just a little background. We've been approached by Iron Mountain, which bought CREsync Fine Art Storage.
Yep.
And, you know, we approached them, and we just realized, like, the multiple that they were willing to pay on the business, separate from the real estate, was not what we, you know, to us, it's like, it's great cash flow. No one bothers us in Newark the way they bother our competitors in New York, in New York City, you know, with just the per square foot real estate tax, the regulations, the coming in and hassling you with fines. So we feel like we have a competitive advantage. And we do a lot of stuff at Sotheby's and Christie's and Phillips DePury, all those auction houses, and it just seems like it's growing. So when I talked to my partner about it, we were like, what are we doing here? We got to focus. We got some guy who's interested. So we would be interested, if you would be interested in maintaining this business, you know, look at it, building, or just like doing something where we continue to grow this. You know, we have our eyes set on a warehouse in, we looked at a few in Delaware, which is tax-free zone for art. So a lot of collectors and dealers buy stuff at auction, send it there. There's no state sales tax, so you don't have to pay any.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that.
If you buy for $10 million, you know, it doesn't matter. They don't care if it's going to New York or New Jersey. You got to pay the sales tax. So they put it there, and then it goes overseas for auction, or it comes back to the market in New York, and they don't pay the taxes. So we've lost some business because of that. So we have our eyes on that. But just quickly, that's what we came up with. Like, we would be interested in talking to you and meeting with you and maybe selling it to you or whatever. But more in terms of a partnership than just like an outright sale of a piece of real estate. Because we're not ready to walk out yet, and we like it, you know, and I mean, we kind of like the business.
I mean, we're definitely not against you continuing to occupy the space as a possible tenant. I mean, or it sounds like to me that you're looking more of like me buying a portion of even the business. You're saying,
but that doesn't have to be that messy. It could be a clean situation, but maybe it could be that you like the business, and if we have our eyes on something else, I don't know what I can't remember what the name of your your organization is and exactly what you do. But you guys are you're investors and you buy real estate. That's my
Correct.
understanding, right?
Correct.
And you have investors, and then you guys are probably investors alongside your investors, and you got some setup like that, which I've done that before.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I mean, like, listen, if you're open to having a conversation about selling the real estate and you want to be, continue to stay for, X period of time until you find a newly suitable place to go, it's definitely a conversation we're open to having.
Okay, well, what about this? What about you buy the real estate with the business, because that's going to allow you to justify it to get to where we would want to be, which we're thinking, this is just not an offer to sell or anything like that, but just like, I think maybe if we net 20 million, we would consider getting out of the whole thing, 1, 2, 3. But that might be beyond what you want to do on that thing. But maybe if you looked at the money, and you might change your mind.
Without seeing numbers, it's sort of hard for me to go, yeah or no. I don't want to just assume something.
Yeah, exactly. So the question is, should I put together numbers so you can look at it and we can say, all right, do you want to buy this with the business, with the the human resources, get great people who work it. It's your partner probably knows. Self-storage is totally different than this. This is boutique, climate-controlled storage for high net worth people who just need what they need. It's pretty recession proof and all that stuff. But yeah, you got to look at the numbers. So why don't we put the numbers together?
Sure.
And do I have your email or anything?
Yeah, let me. So this is your cell phone, right, James?
Yeah, just text me your email.
I'll
we'll
text
get to it within a week.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll text you right now, and then we'll take it from there.
So I'll look out for your email, and then I'll get something to you in a week or so.
Sounds good to me. Awesome.
Okay, good. All right. Thanks, Henry.
Thanks so much, James. Talk to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Like when you're dealing with commercial deals, it's very different than a residential deal. Residential, you can probably get, I wouldn't just say an appointment, but you can probably, you can get a lot of information and discuss a lot of things over the phone because you don't have any numbers to really analyze. Because you got a single family house and there's not a lot of details other than what you can, typically find anywhere, and you're pulling comps. Commercial is very different because it's all based on income. So without me looking at any type of financials, I can't say anything to the guy. The guy could tell me $100 million. That could sound insane, but if the property brought in $30 million a year in net income, it would be a great deal. So the point is getting to the point where in a relationship with the possible client that they feel comfortable enough with you in order to give you the financials so you can analyze the deal to see if it even makes sense. Guy now wants me to buy his business and the building. However, if the building's worth $18 million and he only, he's valuing the business at a way higher rate than he's valuing the building, I mean, there's still money to be made potentially. Especially in the wholesale business, because I could probably find a buyer who might be willing to pay it. So let's see. We'll see. We're going to check out the financials and we're going to see where he's at.